It's LS time!
Today we're swapping in a backyard built 6.0 LS into my buddy Ethan's 91 S10 that we plan on drag racing later this summer. This is gonna be a true budget built S10, so we're gonna try to make this as inexpensive as possible. How much money are you in with the motor right now? Yes.
$800 in this motor.
That's a budget build. That's
for the motor. For the other, I don't know, probably $1,000.
While Ethan's getting this motor ready, we're gonna start ripping out all the old components that made the small block Chevy run, and we're gonna get rid of a few of the factory components too. Start getting the radiator core support off, all that other stuff. To make this LS fit into the S10, we had to get a different oil pan for it. To make that oil pan fit, you have to cut the windage tray in the front so that the pickup tube has clearance. The guy that got in here and rebuilt this motor, it looks like they've already done it, so we're good to go. We can just put the windage tray on, get this oil pan on. What's been done to the LS so far that you know of?
I don't know a ton about it. It came out of a 2005 2500 to 6.0. I think it's got 707 heads on it.
It does look very clean. It looks brand new. Tranny cooler line. What happened to the backing plates? Oh. Ethan's dad called us after finding out what we were doing and told us, hey, the shop's gonna be open for the next 5 days. Why don't you just work on it there? So we loaded this thing up as quick as possible, and with a little assistance from my F-150, we got this thing pushed into the shop. All right, we are ready to start installing the 6.0 into the 91 S10, but there's a few things I just wanna go over with you guys real quick that we need to talk about before you can even get a 6.0 stuffed into one of these things. There's a few things you're gonna wanna do first. Starting with this little piece right here. If you're using a turbo 350 or a turbo 400 like we are, you're gonna want this little piece, and basically it goes right here. The flex plate goes first, and then it stuffs just right in there. And it fits over the torque converter like so, and it keeps basically just everything square. I think that piece was like 16 bucks. We had to pick up a new flex plate. We also had to pick up some LS swap motor mounts. I think those things were like 60 bucks. Ethan's removing this radiator core support so that we have more room to slide the engine and transmission in together. Oh, look at that. Dude, we got so much room now. There's so much room in this engine bay. I'm starting to understand why a lot of people LS swap these S10s. Even though I'm a Ford guy, I'm getting excited. So to get these motor mounts in, we ended up having to drop the control arms just to get to the back of the bolts so that we could, well, get the new motor mounts in. But it's fine because I didn't know if you noticed in the video, but these springs kind of suck. They're super tall. And this truck's been monster trucking pretty much the entire time Ethan's had it. And we got some drop springs for it so that we can go lower.
I love this truck, Carolina squatting.
Oh, dude. Let's talk LS flex plates, because there's a little bit of confusion online, and it comes from like this Turbo 400, for example. So as you can see, this is the stock LS flex plate for the 6.0s, and it comes with this little spacer right here. And as you can see, this flex plate is flat. So the reason the spacer's here on this 6.0 is because it spaces the flex plate out so that the starter can catch it. But these flex plates for the older transmissions like the Turbo 400s are dished out like the 5.3s are. So because of that, you do not need that spacer anymore. The way it protrudes out lets the starter grab. So it does away with this little spacer, but you are gonna have to run this little nose cone adapter like we talked about earlier. This is my first time doing the LS thing.
Nice and gentle.
Okay. Go down. Nope. Alright. This is actually going surprisingly well.
What do you imagine? The whole front end's taken apart.
Ethan's now taking the starter bolts out. Just now. We had this whole time. He was like, you know, while this thing's in the air.
I love thinking of things the very last second.
Me too.
Alright, well.
Do you think we'll just push past? We're good.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Why are you worrying about Ethan's truck first?
Yeah. Hey, if I'm not worried, you should.
No.
What was that?
It's that.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull back, go down, and. Honestly though, the more I'm looking at it, this is like the chintziest chain I've ever seen.
Dude, it's an Amazon special chain. These mounts cannot be all the way forward. They probably have to be close to all the way back.
Okay.
So that should be our goal.
We're about dead nuts on. We just need to lower it. Except for when we lower.
We're gonna have to take this chain member out.
What are we hitting now?
The pan.
Okay, hold on.
Well,
there. Dang, it's so close.
I'm just looking at clearance between this.
How about let's lower it and let's straighten this out a little bit. We did it!
Proud of you.
It's a little high.
All right, we've got the engine in and mounted. As you can see, we got both motor mounts in. It's looking pretty good. This is what we were just talking about. Don't know if you guys will agree. Seems like we have more room with the 6.0 LS than we did with that itty bitty 350, huh?
That's a bold statement.
Dude, it is a bold statement, but I'm pretty sure we do have more room. That little small block was a little wide. I don't know if it's because, obviously the small block's got the distributors right there, and there's no real good place to run wires from that point. But, hey, who am I? I'm just a Ford guy. Helping my friend build a Chevy. Everything's a little weird around here. No notching was necessary. We've got plenty of room for this oil pan. Check that clearance out. So to make this Turbo 400 work with the 6.0 LS, we ended up just using the stock 6.0 4L80E flex plate, and it actually fits perfectly. Someone in the comment section actually mentioned something about it, and that's what we ended up doing because we were having trouble getting the nose cone to fit into the crank. We didn't like the way it was fitting together. It kept getting stuck and it was stupid. So we ended up doing the 4L80E flex plate. So far so good. But we did have to remove the transmission crossmember just to get the engine in. We've got the motor mounts mounted. The oil pan clears the frame crossmember, so there's no hitting there. So that's good. We've got plenty of clearance on the firewall, but we are gonna have to relocate or get a different transmission crossmember. I think we might be able to scoot back.
I think we can drill new holes and make it work.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
We'll figure something out.
We'll do something.
Yeah. But we've got it in.
Yeah.
Let's call it McLovin. Now that the engine's in, we got the radiator core support back in. We're not done with the S10 yet, but we've got to get it out of the shop. Hey, will you push my truck, please? Hey, is this steering? Oh, no, I ain't got a steering shaft. Hey, you're doing a good job. You should. Okay. I was about to say, I can't even see the other ramp. And that's where we wrap this video up. We finally got the S10 back in Ethan's garage. It just sat in the snow for a little bit. Well, the motor is covered though, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we're good. A little bit of snow. We'll be all right. Are those spark plug holes still open?
Yeah.
Ooh. Now, before we wrap up this video, let's talk about how we're going to get this engine fired up. To get this fired up, we're going to be using Phytech's standalone system for their LSs. So the main reason we're going with this system is because it is under $1,000 and you can use all the factory truck components, and it's an actual standalone harness that's a plug-and-play harness. The only thing is this kit does not support drive-by wires. So if you've got that set up, it won't work, but anything else, this thing is ready to go. And the cool thing about this is this system is compatible up to 30 pounds of boost. I'm pretty sure it even has a built-in 2-step rev limiter. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to come back to see this thing fire up with its brand new EFI system, new motor, new turbo, and get it ready for racing season.